benchmark indices closed higher for the second straight day on Tuesday, propelled by buying in energy stocks even as crude oil prices soared to over three-year highs. Reliance Industries was the top gainer in the Sensex pack, surging 3.70%, while the BSE Energy index outperformed all other sectoral indices by a wide margin. The BSE Sensex rallied 165.87 points to settle at 34,616.64 and the NSE Nifty ended 29.65 points higher at 10,614.35. An appreciating rupee, unabated buying by domestic institutional investors (DIIs), and encouraging earnings by blue chips contributed to the uptrend, brokers said. Overseas, Asian markets closed mostly higher even as oil prices crossed $75 a barrel, the highest level since November 2014. It was pushed up by expectations of renewed U.S. sanctions against Iran, an organization of petroleum exporting countries continuing to crimp supplies. The BSE 30-share Sensex took off on a positive note at 34,491.38 and advanced to the day's high of 34,706.71 before ending at 34,616.64, up 165.87 points, or 0.48%. The gainers included Yes Bank, M. The NSE Nifty, after shuttling between 10,636.80 and 10,569, finally settled 29.65 points, or 0.28% higher at 10,614.35. However, the gains were capped by selling pressure in metals, IT, power, consumer durables, and public sector undertaking stocks. Meanwhile, DIIs bought shares worth a net 3.87 billion rupees, while foreign portfolio investors sold shares worth 2.59 billion rupees on Monday, provisional data released by the stock exchanges showed. Market extended gains backed by index heavyweights, while correction in metals and IT were due to ease in sanctions by the U.S. and tightening of H-1B visa procedure. Investors are likely to be cautious amid surging oil prices, but any green shoots from corporate results and stability in yield will determine the market direction, said Vinod Nair, head of research, Geojit Financial Services. In the Sensex gainers list, RIL was followed by Yes Bank 3.31%, M. Other winners were CC Bank 1.66%, HDFC 1.31%, L. Bharti Airtel also ended 0.61% higher, while IDFC Bank dropped 1.24% ahead of their fourth quarter results. Dr. Reddy's Labs rose 1.05% after the company said it has received an establishment inspection report from the United States Food and Drug Administration (US FDA) for its API Muirfield plant in the UK. On the other hand, Wipro fell 3.30%, Infosys 2.49%, Tata Steel 1.23%, SBI 0.87%, TCS 0.87%, Kotak Bank 0.73%, Tata Motors 0.58%, Asian Paints 0.51%, Power Grid 0.41%, NTPC 0.37% and Axis Bank 0.24%. Sector-wise, energy index surged 2.39%, followed by oil and gas by 1.50%, capital goods 0.65%, infrastructure 0.51%, healthcare 0.45%, bank X 0.40%, auto 0.39% and FMCG 0.10%. However, the metal index tumbled 1.82% as aluminium prices continued to fall after the U.S. softened its stance on sanctions against Russian metals giant United Company Rusal. Nalco, Hindalco, Vedanta, Tata Steel, Hindustan Zinc, SAIL and NMDC were among the top losers in the BSE Metal Index, diving by up to 7.54%. Other sectoral indices such as tech, consumer durables, power and PSU declined up to 1.48%. Bucking the trend, BS. International oil prices hit their highest levels since late 2014, pushed up by expectations of renewed U.S. sanctions against Iran and as OPEC continues withholding supplies amid strong demand. Brent crude futures, the international benchmark for oil prices, climbed 0.70% to $75.23, levels not seen since November 2014. U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures were at $69.27 a barrel, up 0.92%. However, shares of oil marketing companies ended higher. Bharat Petroleum Corp rose 0.62%, Hindustan Petroleum Corp 0.61% and Indian Oil Corp 0.96%. Asian markets mostly finished higher even as overnight weakness at Wall Street amid a decline in tech shares and rising U.S. bond yields weighed on investor sentiment. Hong Kong's Hang Seng rose 1.26%, Shanghai Composite Index gained 1.99% and Japan's Nikkei ended 0.86% higher. European stock markets also rose modestly at open as investors monitored the latest batch of corporate earnings. Paris CAC inched up 0.06%, while Frankfurt's DAX traded higher by 0.48%. London's FTSE 2 was up 0.47%.